Hey, Yoga Biz champs. I'm excited to do a little different of a twist on the podcast this week. And this is, you're going to get a little insight to what it is like coaching with me. Ashley and Kevin, we just launched a studio together in 2 months, successfully covering costs on the first day they opened. And they allowed me to share some of our session together. Enjoy. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
I've been just so excited because it was Saturday. I want to know everything. I want to know wins. Let's just go. Let's start there. Let's start.
Start you.
Oh, there's so many wins. It's been incredible.
Incredible week.
So we went from not knowing at all what to do for our grand opening to launching it with excitement and attendance and media presence.
Mayor cutting the ribbon.
We had the mayor there. We had the Chamber of Commerce. We had about 60 plus people through.
On your grand opening.
Yes.
Yeah. How did it feel? Like, because how did it feel like having your space there and everybody there and people around you and your teachers? Like, what was that like? Like, it
was vibrant.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. It became like really real. You've got something on the stove.
Yes. Turn it.
We had almost all of our team members. Yeah. Only 2 weren't there because they had prior.
Yeah. That's nice.
It was really good.
8 out of 10 or like 7 out of 10, whatever the number is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so founders.
So
I am just going to cut in here because I don't share client confidential information. However, what I will share is that they opened with exceeding expectations. They sold enough memberships to cover their costs on opening day. So super proud.
Which is unexpected.
But it's not even been a month. That's to keep in mind.
Honestly, guys, congratulations. Honestly, the work you've put into it, the actions that you've taken, you've made dollars with no classes ever being on the schedule, nobody knowing what your teachers are like. That's trust in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been very special.
Yeah.
Then we had our first class on Sunday, and that was sold out and full.
Yeah.
So that was amazing.
And vibe and like people were happy.
Yes.
Yeah, both of us were there. You've taught us to really build relationships. Mm-hmm. And that is a strength of ours. But I don't think that we would have really intentionally done it had you not have said, this is all about relationships. It would have happened naturally, but we were much more intentional with our interactions. For example, we had 6 guys, like Kev said.
Yeah, 6 men at the first.
And I was leading the class. He was one of them. So we actually had 16.
Yeah.
And so at the end of class, because it was at extended Shavasana, I said, I'm going to come around with essential oils. Your choice, bring your hand to your belly, then back down if you don't want it. And there was this one guy in the back beside Kevin. And he brought his hand to his belly. I couldn't really tell. And then he did. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to go to him because I'm pretty sure that was a signal, but it wasn't really obvious. And then so after class, I went to him and I just said, I think I saw you do that. I wasn't entirely sure, but I didn't come to you. But I wanted to come to you now and say, I intentionally didn't come to you. And he said, no, yeah, I did. And he's thank you. And then he's a yoga instructor. He's shopping around, as he said. So that was great. And he gave us a Google review. Yeah. So we have 3 5-star reviews.
No, 5. I went through it today. We have 5.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Okay. And anyway, part of his was like,
he's the stats guy.
Well, I've been looking at
it. I know, right?
Reading all the Google reviews today.
Yeah.
Anyway, he one thing in his Google review that he said is very accessible, warm, welcoming, started and ended on time.
Yes.
It's just funny that
it's not funny. I don't think that's funny at all. When I had my studio, my teachers were not allowed to go over. It was
Right.
I feel it's a respect of people's time.
It is.
Right? And they've committed this time, and you start on time, you end on time. And my studio was a walk-in space where you walked into the space. So I trained my clientels from the minute they registered that the door locks at class time. The best thing to do is to make sure everybody knows in person when they sign up with you, just so you know, come a few minutes early because the door locks and the teacher can't hear you. And then also in your welcome email, on your website, even all that kind of stuff. Yeah, perfect. Can I just say a win that I've seen?
Please.
Kevin, your social media posts, I've been enjoying them from.
Thank you, Michael.
It's honestly
perfect.
Because I'll tell you what's great about it. I love that you're being authentic. I love that you're saying, I don't know the terminology. I'm just learning this. I love that, right? But it's super relatable to a beginner person looking at a studio and also a guy. I love it. I think the two of you are a great combination.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I go into this. I've been to every class in the morning, usually double classes. And whenever I meet somebody new, and I always say, I'm like the karaoke guy. I try my very best to sing along with everybody, but I'm going to make lots of mistakes. But I want people to feel that.
Authenticity is where it's at. It truly is. Yeah.
And the guys I've been talking to, because already I've got a few guys that are saying, yes, I'm going to come to your classes, like our classes. And their biggest fear is this imperfection, that they won't be able to do it well. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. You just do it. It doesn't matter if it's a 10 or if it's a 2. It doesn't. And I think that eases people's mind when coming to the studio, that, you know what, nobody's going to be there. There's no mirrors. Nobody's judging you. Nobody cares. And for guys, that's a hard one to get over, I find, in my circle of friends, because they're very sports oriented. But we're cultivating that now. And I want to cultivate the idea that so many sports teams have yoga teachers.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's...
he did another one the other day, but it was really blurry. So we didn't put it up, but we're going to keep that up. We got a compliment last night, and a woman brought her husband last night and said, it's been so nice to see your husband. Exactly what you said, Michael. He's so authentic, and it's so great to see. And she signed her husband up. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we've got intro offers going now.
Yeah, I don't know if that was I don't know if we did that properly or not. There's no such thing as proper, but like the founding membership, should we have started, I wonder, with intros? But we started right after the founding. It feels good.
I feel personally, I have another studio that's doing it differently right now. They're doing it their way, but I feel founders membership is it's the lead up to the launch, right?
Okay,
because it's people that are committing sight unseen. That you put a credit card down for something, that's a big deal.
We've done 12 or 13 intro offers since Monday.
2 days, Monday evening.
Yeah. Which is great.
Good.
And we've just been quiet on our stories about it. And we haven't done a post yet.
And the last few days, I haven't been out on the pavement, just going to various spots downtown where I know there's a lot of workplace. I know just because I've been doing the classes and stuff like that. But as we withdraw a little bit of the responsibility, that'll be my job. I'll go to...
So your strategy changes now, right? So before it was like the strategy was all about grand opening and pre-sales. So now it switches to, you've got a two week, right? It's the 2 week. So that's 2 week intro. So now your strategy is switching to that. And so if you think of, you've got to think about what your goals are. Your first goal was to cover costs, which you've already done. And so now it's going to be about goals and setting. So if we think about a retention strategies, averages around about intro offer conversion to anything is around about 50%, let's say.
Okay.
You got to double your goal. You have to sell 50, you have to send you have to sell 100 intro offers to maybe get 50. If you do it right, get 50 of some kind.
So putting out intro offers to new people and then nurturing everything.
So intro offer is right. So everything, all marketing is intro offer. And everything intro offer, online, QR codes, whatever. Everything should just go to your landing page, your sales page for the intro offer.
We changed on Monday to have intro offer at the top on the website, and we had 2 sales within an hour.
Yeah.
So
just drive everything in your sales, so they don't have to poke around the whole website. If you just have a your great sales page, you tell everything right there, your whole everything, and then one click buy. And
okay.
So everything, whether it's your stories, make sure you've got a clickable link if you're talking about intro offer, going straight to that page.
Yeah. Our strategy this week has been, we did something on Canva. So every morning we're putting out our schedule and then sign up.
Okay.
So like that day we have this class, sign up. And so now that those are created, those will be easy. And I think we'll put it in there once a day.
Yeah.
Save it to the highlights, and people can just see what every day looks like.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So for tonight, we had 3 people registered for a class at 6 with a really amazing instructor who doesn't have any social media. She's older. She's traveled the world. She's fantastic. We had 3 people registered and 3 people cancel. So I canceled the class and messaged her. So that's fine. We have a class tonight at 7:30. It's a power flow class. Young instructor, lots of social media, and the class is 2 away from being full. So 13 of 15 spots are full. So what I'm wondering is like that time slot, that's the only...
Wait. We need to back up here.
Canceling was a bad idea is what Mike was going to say.
Nobody's on the list. Nobody's there.
But what if someone showed up?
Yeah, I thought about that. That's why I was going to go to the studio.
You could have done Francis's class.
No, I know. I thought about it. That's why I was calling.
So listen, this is your first week. I'm going to highly encourage you to commit to a schedule for a budget for a schedule for a certain period of time. That could be, I would recommend quarterly, 3 months. Consistency is what people are going to commit to, right? So if you've budgeted for a teacher that night, first of all, she loses a paycheck.
Yeah.
That slots in her schedule. I wouldn't be happy if that happened to me randomly. So it's a commitment to your staff too, that they've got something on there. And so right now it's a little bit of trial and error of what works and sticks at your studio. Yeah. But if somebody showed up and I just bought a new pass and you don't know if someone showed up now because you're not there. So I would have either graciously canceled the teacher or stepped in and taught it yourself if you were concerned about the finances. But the canceling.
Cancel for a 3-month period is what you're suggesting, Michael.
And consistency, like it's like you set this. You've sold these founders membership based on a schedule you've promoted.
Yeah.
And so in that light too, we have children's yoga that Ash wanted to not do because we only had one person so far signed up, but we should just go ahead with it and just see because we could have walk-ins that day.
Well, a couple of things. That's a whole, honestly, children's, we haven't really gone there yet, but children's is a whole nother...
It's not really something,
People do children's successfully, but it's a whole different... Ashley, you're a teacher. So I think you probably know that a lot of your students are overly committed in after-school activities.
Yeah.
So dance,
all the
we're in Canada here, hockey...
those are the sports our kids play. How did you know?
Is that right? Okay, so I've been around a dance studio. I know how many rehearsals. I know how many trips you have to take to auditions, and it's a lot. And anyway, so it takes a different type of promotion. It takes a different type of energy because you've got to try and find those kids that are not already in those things.
I know.
And and you can't do it in a drop-in basis because of the randomness of their lives.
Right? Yeah, I think I learned that that was too much too fast.
But that's okay. That's okay. If there's only one person interested and you feel right now that you don't have the energy for that, it's not too late to just go focus on what you need to do.
I did already, actually.
Okay, all right.
It's fine. It's one of our instructors who signed up their teenager, and it's another woman who said, I actually don't even know if my daughter will like this. And if she doesn't, can I use her credits? And then I said, actually, we don't have many signed up. So what we'll refund you and we'll give you the founders.
That's okay.
I'll give you the founders. Yeah.
I'm not saying don't do it, but right now, bread and butter is your daily classes. That's I always say, I just had this conversation the other day about teacher trainings and retreats and all those things. I call them the shiny objects. They're great once you've got your foundation. And so once you've got your foundation rocking, you can do all the add-ons galore. And I'm not saying don't do add-ons, don't do courses, don't do events and workshops. I'm not saying don't do that, but you got to work on the classes. And right now it's an experiment of seeing what works, right? You've created a schedule, you did a little bit of research of what your people think. Now your people are going to vote with their attendance.
Yeah, for sure.
So the nurturing comes from, and I think, Kevin, this should be your daily responsibility to take off of Ashley. And that is, I think, because you're in there and you're going to be relationship and face to face, I think you should be going into the database and looking at, because right now, has this person come? Has this person purchased? And how's
looking at that today?
Yeah. So that's going to be really what you need to be looking at. And if they're not coming in this first week, what's Kevin going to do?
Yeah. For the most part,
that's a question.
I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to send emails. I'm just going to say, hey, we were noticing that you haven't been coming in. Is everything okay? Is there anything that we can help on your yoga journey?
Yeah, so here's the things you've got to watch for. The first week, right? This is your first week, so you should be really keeping an eye on this one. That is, have they purchased and not come? Have they purchased, come, and not come back?
And overall, I was looking at it just before the call, Michael. Almost all the way down, there's only been like a few people that have not made all their bookings.
Okay. So, and then did you implement something for the cancellations? Did you?
Yes. Yeah, we do have now. It'll kick in if they don't cancel within 2 hours.
Yes.
The grace period is going to be, I think, for this month. But then we'll start to charge $20 for any.
Yeah, it comes up on every email.
It's on every single email.
It auto sends.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So far, like I said,
there was like 2 on
this person
Sunday.
Booked 5. They've gone to 4, and the one that they didn't book, they canceled. They did a different class. They just changed from one class to another kind of idea.
Yeah,
and it's fairly consistent going down the whole line so far.
Yeah.
On Sunday, we looked through and there was only 2 people who hadn't booked, and one was away and the other one did end up booking.
Okay. Kevin, your goal as front desk VIP concierge is to get them booked twice.
Yes. That is my goal. And I will.
And it's great that you're learning the classes because then you can speak to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? I had quite a few people say, because we had a lot of beginners, which is really nice. Yeah. They're like, what do you think? I'm like, definitely take Frances's class because it's super slow. She holds the poses for a long time and it's very meditative. It's
It's not that's Frances's class. It's that's Frances teaching a slow flow class.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you take a slow flow class with Frances, if that's your. Yeah. We had a lady today who came to a power flow, which is ironic, or empower, but Julie does a very more dynamic.
Yeah.
And she was in a chair. She requested a chair. And I said, absolutely. We got tons of chairs in the back. I'll bring you out a chair.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. And she was awesome. She did everything Julie did put on the chair. And I'm like, wow, good for you.
That's amazing, honestly, that you created. That's fantastic.
Wow. Yeah. So
I just walked in.
I know we haven't even talked about it.
Oh, you just hearing this. This is so great.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What do you need?
Someone made a purchase and throw off. It's so
Someone just made a purchase right now.
And they want to come to the 6 o'clock class and now it's a big fail. No, I'm just joking. They don't. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. But my question about it is the 6 o'clock, I'm just wondering if we could keep that class, but should we put it to 5 o'clock or leave it 6 to 7 for 3 months, you're saying?
What does your audience want at that time?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I feel like you are downtown business area.
Mm-hmm.
Would 5:30 be easier after work?
Because we did like different start times, like a 5.
Yeah, I like stagger start times. I
We did
like
a 5, a 5:15, a 5:30. This is our only 6.
5:30 might be better because people.
I used to alternate. So I used to, honestly, you have to research really it goes back to your audience and their availability. But if you've got that after work crowd, which I think where you're located is, I'm just guessing, but I think that would be where that might hit the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do what was it? Monday was 5:37, 15-minute in between. And Tuesday I do 7:30. Wednesday, or the other way around. But I alternated. There would be 5:36 start, 5:36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a 5. Okay, we'll look at that.
I think
maybe just a little bit earlier.
If you are looking to start, buy, or grow your dream yoga studio, it starts with a free chat with me. Just go to yogabizcamp.com and there's a video there that you can just answer a few questions and make a no strings appointment with me for a free chat. Again, that's yogabizcamp.com. And I gotta say, you've got the magic going. You've really got the magic going because you've got the people posting for you, and all you're doing is reposting their posts, right?
I know. I'm like, this is so amazing.
It really is.
And then anyone who's posted in our studio this week, I've sent them a voice memo and said, oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing about the studio. How was your experience? And just we're just so glad to have you as part of, our studio.
You know what you need?
An
Instagram wall.
Like where people can take a picture, like a selfie kind of thing?
Your logoed thing. I know something really beautiful, but I've seen that could do really well in studios for people tagging and posting.
I know.
Would that
we
include
had thought
the mirror?
about that. Yeah, we had thought about, there's a mirror at the back and it's like bamboo. It's really pretty. It's big and you can see the whole studio in behind. And we had thought about writing a different affirmation on it each week, like just something where it's a vibe and
and put a hashtag on it.
Yeah, like a selfie.
Summer Soul.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah. The front of the room is also really gorgeous, I'll say, because it's got like the big windows and like that circular piece.
No, you're creating little mini fans that are already reposting. Yeah. It's fantastic. It's great. And I have to say, you take everything to the max because when I told you to do a press release, my God. They took it to like another level. Let's just go through all the levels of press you got. Like it was crazy.
Yes.
I started out. We started out with a story with our buddy on a radio station.
Yeah.
And then that story ended up in the main newspaper of the city, Peterborough Examiner. Then it went to smaller ones. So it went out to about 4 other smaller newspapers. And they took the story basically verbatim. And then it ended up on the Czechs News. So we ended up on Global News.
Yeah.
Because they took the story from
only in Canada.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, and it just kept going. And then we had the Chamber of Commerce doing stuff. Then we had this local, it's called the Borough, which is like local happenings.
So that was a great video they did.
Yes, they did fantastic.
Did you get a copy of that, by the way?
No.
Yeah, if you can get some copies of some of that stuff, they're telling your story for you.
Yes,
I know.
They really are.
Yeah, that was overwhelmingly incredible.
That was
people messaging, I saw you on the news. People sending it to my mom in BC. It was really cool.
Intro offer. So now again, it's intro offer now. It's intro offer. Intro offer nurture. Intro offer nurture. Intro offer nurture. All right. Intro offer nurture convert. Are we doing any social ads for intro offer yet?
I don't know how to do ads. We tried one and I literally don't know what I'm doing with it. We paid for something. We didn't get any action. I don't know what happened.
Like on Instagram, you mean?
Yeah, it was through Facebook or Instagram. Facebook.
Yeah, I don't find those that helpful on my end either.
But yeah, Michael likes them.
No, it's
He's going to
just
teach us his way.
Yeah. We need some guidance here.
Yes. And in this section, I give them all the Michael magic on how to do amazing, targeted, inexpensive Facebook and Instagram ads for the intro offer. I'm sorry I'm not giving all the stuff away on here, so you have to book a free chat with me at yogabizchamp.com, and I might give it away to you on the free chat. And it needs to be, hey Peterborough, hey downtown Peterborough yoga. The link click goes to your intro offer landing page. That's a big one because that needs to be rocking. That's your sales page, and then it makes your marketing simple because you don't have to market anything but your intro offer.
Yeah.
Now, Michael, just a quick question, would you say at all like extending the intro offer, considering we're almost a week, not even a weekend, but 5 days in?
Well, that's
like
owner's discretionary, isn't it? So I say that's where you get to be a little bit of a nice guy. You get to come in and go, hey, notice you didn't come the first week. You're not going to do it. You're going to ask them.
Yeah.
If you would like me to if I extend it for a week, do you think you'd make use of it?
Now, our intro offer starts.
They've got to ask then. Sorry, just one sec. They've got to ask then, Ken.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now, maybe we set this up wrong. Like, this is the way I set up the intro offer. We set it up for the first time they attend class, they have 2 weeks.
I would change that to
when they buy it.
Yeah, because what you're going to have with that is, and then make that clear on your landing page.
Day of purchase.
You're going to have people go, I'll go next week. Or I'll go.
And then you know what people's lives are like. And then for that little bit of money, they probably don't care about losing it. So yeah, I would do it start right away.
Yeah. Starts
immediately. And then Kevin, it's your job to make sure they get in. Then if they don't get in, you get to be a bit of a good guy and go, if I did this to you, would you make use of it?
Yes.
Right. And then they're going to come back and go, oh, that'd be so nice of you, Kevin.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem. And then 2 days later, you're going to go, hey, I just did that for you, but I haven't seen you come back. What's going on? Kevin, just get him in.
Yes. Well, I already said to Ash, I want to go to the farmer's market, set up a table. We have a 2 day farmer's market each week. Just do cards. I'd wear a sandwich board walking up and down town. I don't care. I have no shame.
You guys have a tent though, right?
We do.
Yeah. Pop up a tent there.
I know.
Get some branded t-shirts made if you don't have them already.
Yes. So we need some merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Water bottles and t-shirts.
It's going to be great. It already is great.
Yeah, but I love the community stuff. I love and also look at, I don't know if you listened to the podcast with Stephanie a few weeks ago, but where she was talking about offering stretches for local events and like local races and things like that.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Hockey clubs.
Like for a running race, like getting people warmed up kind of idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can I show you let me know what you think of this. Can I show you our wall at our home office? It's the one with the stickies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this the wind wall?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know how this happened, but I think it's because I'm just such a visual person. And we found that we were going in and looking at each person. And so we put it up like this. So these are the founders. And then these are the mini membership.
Yeah.
And then these are the intro offers. We're behind a little bit. We need to put a few more up.
Last interruption. As you can tell, this was a great success. I actually opened 3 studios that same weekend, all covering cost. So I'm going to consider myself a yoga studio launch specialist. So if you have been dreaming about having your own yoga studio, you've seen that dream location, you have that spark, that interest, book a free chat with me. Seriously, we can talk about how you finance it, or how you get really scrappy and do it on not a lot of money, or how you want to invest into doing it a different way. So it all starts with a quick chat, and that is going to yogabizcamp.com and book a free no strings chat with me just to see if we can help make your dreams come true and launch successfully. How you feeling?
Better intro.
Awesome.
It
Really
feels
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
So your classes, so that you don't have to cancel, you got to promote the shit out of them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And to your current people that are signed up, you want them coming to try them, right? So
yeah. So keep that up with every after class. We just had this class. Yeah.
I would be doing it from all angles. I would be
Before class.
interviewing people after class. How do you feel?
Good idea.
Okay.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
Get your teachers introducing themselves, their styles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw one. Oh, the lovely girl showing the props.
Bonnie, isn't she?
He does it
Well,
good.
I thought I watched that and she represented your studio well. Like she could have been the owner.
Yes. So her and I did our training together. And I respect her so much. And I feel the same way. Like it could have been her owning this.
Yeah.
It's me owning it. But
it came across. It came across really.
Yes.
Yeah. More of that. More of that. Get your people involved.
Yes. I think that's a really important one. Put my videos on more often, Ash. There's a couple. She's no, you're not going on.
No, it's because they were blurry yesterday and today. They were blurry. I'll show you. It's blurry.
She has
like
social standards.
I know that is true. I'm trying to reach them.
I think it's great. I put the other 2 up.
I just think the authenticity is good. People,
it just can't be.
The clientele we're reaching is. I think a lot of times people that are really new to this, we're not taking people from established yoga studios. We're taking those people that are like, wow, I really want to try this. Or I did this online during COVID or something like that. And they're curious. They want to see, they want to know.
Yeah.
So
a beginner 8-week course will be good for that as well.
Yes. Yeah.
And I did that this week. I did a yoga foundations class. It was good.
No, this has been an awesome journey so far.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next little bit.
Incredible first week.
So now it's systems and growth, right? It's like keeping an eye on all those little things now. So you really just got to watch how your people are coming, how they're voting. Sometimes they may need nurturing into committing to try something different. So that's conversations.
Yeah.
Okay.
And getting your teachers in on it too.
Yes.
Learning the other.
Julie in between classes today.
Oh, I would have.
Yeah.
My son was homesick today, and I was going to do a whole video shoot with Julie, who I did the class with this morning.
Yeah. We're going to go into the Power Flow class together tonight at 7 or 7:30. Yeah.
I thought it was at 7, but okay.
Yeah, 7:30 because it was 6 to 7.
Yeah.
Kevin goes to Power Flow.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God.
It's gonna be awesome.
Sweat dripping.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be ugly, but I'm gonna love it. I don't care.
So how many people are registered for tonight?
13.
Congratulations.
And there might even be more now.
Our max is 15. And it is 15.
And this is our first one of this. We haven't had this before. So.
Yeah. So make sure there's filming of this because people want to join things that feel successful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Some good posts out of this tonight. Congratulations, guys. I'm
thank you so much.
Really proud of you.
It feels
it really does feel really.
But no, it's honestly because how long have you? What time with since you were going to do this, how long has it been? Like, it's been short.
Yeah, I think
Super
it's
short.
been maybe 6 weeks.
Yeah, like
I'm with you.
you've built a studio in like less than 2 months.
Yeah.
From scratch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
From pulling down a drop ceiling to revealing the tin ceiling, painting, and
Everything in between.
Yeah. So still got work to do, but it's the foundations are fantastic. And
But
honestly,
it feels so aligned. Like people are like, "Are you not so stressed? School and this?" And I'm like, "No, I'm so energized." Yes, it's really busy because I'm going into the studio at night
yeah.
because we're there for the teachers all
doesn't
week.
feel like work, does it?
Not at all.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get up with excitement every morning thinking I'm going to go do this person's class or that person's class or this person's class. Yeah.
Mhm.
And meeting so many interesting people. That's been.
It's expanding our joy.
Summer soul.
You got it.
All right, guys.
Okay,
Thank you so
All right, guys.
All right.
Okay.
You have a good one.
Have
Thank
fun.
you so much,
Bye.
Michael.
If you are getting any value out of this podcast, I really ask you to help me out. And that's a simple thing as making sure you're subscribed, whether you're on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon. Just make sure you're subscribed to me so you'll get the latest episodes. And if you're really enjoying it, please take a moment to rate and review. If you are looking to work with a business coach, thinking about opening a yoga studio, please go to my website, yogabizcamp.com. Feel free to book a no obligation free strategy session with me. Again, that's yogabizcamp.com. And follow me on Instagram at yogabizchamp. See you next episode.